In my last video, I spoke about how to achieve infinite motivation by doing hard things. And if you haven't watched that video yet, you definitely should. But most people seem to lack the discipline in order to just get down to working hard or like just doing anything hard in general. In this video, I'm going to explain one very simple, easy trick in order to just get started and to just like build up your momentum and get down to business. I'm not going to try and waste anyone's time to make the video longer. I'm just going to get right into it. The trick is called the do something principle. What the do something principle basically is it just like, it's this idea that in order to get started, you just need to get started. Most people are like waiting for the motivation or the inspiration to just hit them so they can get started. But on most days, quite often, it's just not gonna come. For me personally, I was always waiting for the inspiration, the motivation. I watch like the motivational videos or I would just listen to music like all the time. I would just watch tons and tons of like inspirational, motivational videos to try and like just to try and get going, like David Goggins or something. But nowadays, for me personally, it's all about getting started. So with the do something principle, basically what you want to do is you just want to like, it takes a lot of energy to go to the gym, for example, or to do something really hard, or just try to like start getting focused in your work. So what you might want to do first is to just find a very simple task that takes little to no motivation to do. Like for example, you've got your clothes are on the floor right now. You just pick up your clothes, toss them in the laundry bin. You just get started. You just do something. You do an action. You do a thing, and that action will lead to motivation. I talked about doing hard things makes you more motivated to do more hard things. It's the same principle. Doing actions will make you more motivated to do more actions, and this is just sort of how you get like the ball rolling. Like you build up that momentum, and then eventually you're just like, you're going, you're like doing the hard work. That's what the do something principle is all about. So a lot of times people are like procrastinating. They're like, as I said, watching the motivational videos, like I'm just gonna get motivated quick and then I'll go and do the hard thing. But what you might want to do instead is the do something principle. The do something principle can be used to combat this procrastination or this like relaxation, this lack of wanting to go and do what you need to do the things, to do the tasks which are ahead of you. One thing that you can get stuck on with the do something principle is you just waste all your time doing like the simple meaningless tasks, like, oh, I'm just gonna get started as well. With the do something principle, you need to like, you do the little task and then you're a little bit more motivated. You do something bigger, you clean up like your whole kitchen or something, and then like you grab your laptop and you just start working, you know? But oftentimes what people are going to do is like, I didn't think I was going to get into this in this video, but there's this thing, there's like shallow tasks and deep tasks. What we're talking about with the do something principle is to just do like the shallow tasks so that you can get motivated to do the deeper tasks that you need to do. But a lot of times people just do like shallow tasks, but like only shallow tasks for like the whole day. Like responding to emails could be a shallow task. Just like catching up on schoolwork can be a shallow task. But then there's the deep work, which is actually much more valuable, which is like studying for hours or just like grinding, trying to like make the new video. Just like the do something principle is all about doing the shallow tasks so you can get to the deep tasks. Basically what I'm trying to say is, don't get stuck on the shallow tasks if you can avoid it. So another thing with the do something principle, I talked about like the inspiration, the motivation leading to action, and how the action can also lead to inspiration and motivation. I want you to think of it less like, oh yeah, I'll get motivated and I'll do actions, or do the action and then I'll get motivated, like what I've talked about. Think of it more as like a cycle, like it goes in a circle. Like inspiration and motivation will lead to action, but action will also lead to inspiration and motivation. And this is what I talked about, creating an endless cycle of infinite motivation in my last video. This cycle is what will allow you to create infinite motivation if you get into this loop, into this cycle, and you stay in it. You know, in the realm of like productivity, like trying to get hard work done, there's like a ton, there's a lot of different tactics out there, and like the Pomodoro technique, the 80-20 rule. I've talked about these like little things. I actually don't even think that things like the Pomodoro technique are even that important anymore, honestly. I think what I've discussed in this video and in my last video, this like little series here, is like, it's fundamental. It's like the most important part of productivity. Like this cycle, which I've talked about, the motivation leading to action, and action also being able to lead to motivation, to create an infinite cycle of endless motivation. This is something that I've only discovered in like the last few weeks. I got sick, and then I think sometime when I was sick I discovered this, and just like everything I've been doing, like my productivity, like how much time I've been wasting, how much time compared to how much time I've been using, the time I've been using has gone way up, and the time I've been wasting has gone way down as soon as I discovered this tactic. As soon as I created this endless cycle of motivation, this is just like, I've never really needed to be motivated at all anymore. I'm just like I'm always doing what I need to do. I'm always getting it right now. So I highly, highly recommend that you just go and do something.